Hi, we're back. It's been a while since we have videoed anything. I've tried a few times, something always gets in the way and the video doesn't work out, or the recipe doesn't, or something, life happens. So we're working at it today. Hopefully this will work. This is my pasta with vodka sauce. Now, the first time I ate this was at a little Italian restaurant, probably 20 years ago in Orlando, and it was heavenly. So I decided to try to make it on my own, and there was actually a competition sponsored by Barilla Pasta. This was 10 or 15 years ago. The grand prize winner would get a free trip for two to Italy to their factory and learn how they make everything. But the recipe was you use one of their pastas, one of their sauces, and you make a recipe. I didn't win, but I was one of the top 10 finishers, so they gave me a subscription to Bon Appetit, which I liked and I was pretty happy with it. My secret to making it, or what I do differently, I think the vodka sauce is an American recipe, not necessarily from Italy. And it's usually the tomato, the vodka, the tomato base, and cream. So you know me, if you've been watching, I'm never just gonna make it plain, I'm gonna try to amplify. So instead of cream, I used this mascarpone. I hope it's not backwards. But anyway, that's what I did. And I was so happy. I have this beautiful, wonderful recipe everybody loves. And what do? I'm walking through the grocery store thinking about making this video, and probably about a month ago, and I look in the tomato sauce, the pasta sauce aisle, and there's a jar of tomato mascarpone sauce, sorry. Not tomato vodka. My vodka has mascarpone, but you get what I'm saying. There's a jar of pasta sauce that says tomato mascarpone, and it irritated the crap out of me because that's my recipe. And if it was so secret, why am I videoing it, right? Okay, so I've got a pot getting ready to boil so I can put my pasta in there. And I'm gonna start this recipe. Last time I made it, I put little tiny shallots, which I think added a nice little mild onion flavor. William doesn't like any particles. He wants me to make this without, so I will. So instead, for flavor, I'm going to use this pancetta. I have 2 packages of it. I think it's about 8 ounces. But, so I'm gonna use this as the base, make them nice and crispy. That'll add flavor. Then I'll take them out so they're not in the pasta. And then for whoever wants it, we can sprinkle some crispy pancetta on top of the pasta at the very end. So here's my pot. I guess I just got it started. It's not very hot yet, but this is gonna have to cook and crisp up. So I'll be back in a moment. You know, one thing I always complain about when someone has a YouTube video about a thing and then they spend like 20 minutes yammering on before they get to their thing. It just occurred to me that I just did that. Apologies. This is starting to crisp up a little bit and it smells wonderful. I added a little bit of olive oil because I want the flavor of the olive oil in there too. As it crisps up, I'll put it on these towels to drain and then we'll go on with the next step. Okay, so I'm starting to take this out. I'm just gonna put them on these little paper towels to drain. This we can add back on top of the pasta to give it a little extra crunch and flavor, but it has to be particle free for this one over here. That's why we're not putting onions, but I love sauteing a little bit of onion with the garlic at the bottom. I'm gonna lower this a little bit, it's starting to smoke. Almost finished taking these out. William's averse to particles.
I am.
Yep.
Where's your scale?
Which one?
You need to measure the goods.
Well, I have a few.
Frick!
One. Okay, oh, hang on. But the water's boiling. Let me add my pasta. And this is this tortoli that I've used before that I love. The sauce gets in all those little pretty smooth corners. Oh, the pancetta, so good. All right, let that boil. I'm gonna have to lower this a minute. It's gonna fry up my garlic. I'll be right back. See how hot that is? I have the temperature off right now.
What?
Look, it's smoking. Where did I put my?
No, I almost got it.
Okay.
What cheese?
So, about maybe a teaspoon or 2. Let's put this back on a little bit. I don't want that to burn, so as soon as it starts to turn lightly brown, I will add the vodka. If I was using the onion, I would put it in here and saute it until it's nice and soft and fragrant first. Ooh, the garlic smells so good. William, I've got the video on. Okay, this smells so fragrant and beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is add, and I'm thinking maybe about a cup of vodka and deglaze. Is that a cup? I'll throw this whole damn bottle in. I'm going to let this really reduce so the alcohol's all burned off. What is that, a pint? You can't see the measurements. You probably know. It's like a pint. I'm going to let all of that alcohol burn off. I'm not sure. You're probably ideally supposed to use that cup. Okay. So this is going to sit. Okay. Oh, he's going to go blast Tommy with water balloons. We'll see. He comes back in bitten. Maya will bite you if you get her wet.
Oh, Maya.
Okay. I've got Monday Night Football over there. Dog's getting water balloons over here. Pancetta's good. I have everything else that's ready. My pasta is boiling. So this is basically deglazed. I'm just letting this, I don't know if you see the bubbles. I could have just flambéed it, let the alcohol cook off that way. What I'm going to do is just let this reduce down, just to concentrate. And then I'll add in the sauce. Okay, it's reduced down. It looks like it may be about a third of a cup. So the contest was to use a jar of Barilla pasta. So I used just the regular marinara, and I'll do that here. Last time I made this recipe, in addition to using the shallots, which I'm not using today, I also just used tomato paste as my base tomato. I think you could do either one. It just kind of depends on what you have on hand. So this I'm just going to stir. I'll raise the heat a little bit. I will also taste this in a minute to make sure it's seasoned appropriately with salt and pepper. And as we get closer to having the pasta finished, then I'll add in the cream component. That's looking really pretty so far. Okay, pasta's almost ready. So I'll just go ahead and add, this is probably on medium heat, medium low. You can see it bubbling. Just 1 container of mascarpone, or mascarpone, I guess, I'm not sure. That's my cream component.
Here, I found it.
So I'm going to let just this stir and combine for a minute, and I'll be right back. Oh, where's my video? There it is. So this is coming, nicely melted. Pasta's almost done. I'm going to put in Parmesan. I'm gonna put in about a cup. And I'm going to stir. I think this is ready to add in. I'll just turn that off, and I'm going to just transfer. I would have freaked out a few years ago about adding the water from the pasta sauce in here, but you may have heard me mention the starches from the pasta in the water thicken up the sauce. Here, to make it more saucy, less liquid, kind of like cornstarch or flour might do for something. Brilliant. I wish the chefs on TV would actually tell you things like that so you'd understand and learn, as opposed to just yammering on about it. Okay, so this is pretty much almost done. I just added the cheese, I just added the pasta. I'm just gonna let this cook in its sauce for a minute. I'm going to plate it up with a little bit of pancetta on top and a little bit of fresh basil. And then we'll be back and taste test. Ooh, that looks so good. Can't wait to try it. Okay, we're back. There's a little visual. I think I have a snapshot of it. Hopefully you'll get to see it. And I also have William on the other side with his plane. But I put pancetta, I put Parmesan, and I put basil on
You
mine.
didn't put Parmesan on mine?
Well, there's some Parmesan right there. And I'll get William's commentary.
Oh, such good Parmesan.
I'm not talking about the Parmesan, I'm talking about the pasta.
Oh.
Of course, Parmesan is always good.
Parmesan is fantastic.
Ooh, I can't wait. It's hot.
I wonder why I didn't have good flavor. It's just
Tell me what you think.
good, creamy, smooth.
Fantastic. He likes it, okay. Mr. Picky, he's good. All right, here's my bite. It's hot, I'm blowing. I'll have to have another bite. So it's salty, creamy, tomatoey. I don't know if that'd be a good description. It's good. I could taste the mascarpone and the Parmesan in the same bite. It's delicious. I hope you enjoy.